We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's complete. He's got room. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Time with Saquon Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jerry Rice. 30 yards. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Ballooning, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing Jones. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Now Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, yeah, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to pull.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. From their own territory, an incredible play on fourth down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Vick, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Michael Vick, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's Franco Harris. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Jones throw, taken in there by Cooks. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kaiser Wright, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try again, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Michael Vick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down. Jones flushed out right. Wide open, Gronkowski. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Franco Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, Just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Jones throwing for it.
That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, lucky.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Vic. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Vic. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, Vic. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down now, Vic. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are right back in this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game...
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Banks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones now throwing on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's get in there. 43 in the mic. I got you, pop.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Newton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now Saquon Barkley trucks over it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Out to his left. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Newton now to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, well, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones on 1st down. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Jones.
It's caught left side by Cooks. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Off-play action. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 7 yards to pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Larry Wilson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Thomas. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing is Newton.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, we saw a close game.